In a bustling seaside village, there lived a woman named Mama Ada. She was known for her fresh fish, caught daily from the ocean's deep waters. Every morning, she would set up her stall in the crowded market, hoping to sell her fish to eager customers. But despite her hard work and dedication, Mama Ada's business struggled. Day after day, her fish lay untouched, and while other sellers prospered, she barely made enough to survive. Desperate and frustrated, Mama Ada sought advice from older women in the village, but none of their suggestions helped. No matter how fresh her fish were, customers seemed to pass her by. As days turned to weeks, and weeks to months, Mama Ada grew desperate. With her business on the brink of collapse, she made a decision that would change her life forever. One night, when the moon hung high in the sky and the waves whispered ancient secrets, Mama Ada went down to the shore. She had heard rumors, whispers of a hidden kingdom beneath the sea, the marine kingdom, where spirits of the deep waters held unimaginable power. It was said that those who sought the favor of the marine spirits could gain great wealth and success, but at a terrible price. With no other options, Mama Ada walked into the sea, calling upon the spirits of the deep. "Oh, spirits of the ocean, hear my cry," she shouted. "I give myself to you, and in return, I ask for the success of my fish business. Grant me riches, and I will belong to you." The waters around her began to churn, and from the depths, a figure emerged, a beautiful, ethereal creature, half human, half fish. The marine spirit swam around her, its eyes gleaming with ancient knowledge. "You seek the riches of the sea, mortal," the spirit said in a voice that echoed like the crashing waves. "But nothing comes without sacrifice. Will you give yourself to the ocean? Will you belong to us, body and soul?" Without hesitation, Mama Ada agreed. She was consumed by her desire to succeed, blinded by the promise of wealth. The spirit smiled and stretched out its hand. "Then you will be one of us," it said, touching Mama Ada's forehead. At that moment, a transformation began. The lower half of Mama Ada's body shifted, her legs merging into a long, scaly tail. She had become like the marine spirits, a creature of the ocean, bound to the waters. Half of her body remained human, but her lower half belonged to the sea. She was now part of the marine kingdom, a servant of the spirits. The next morning, when Mama Ada returned to the market, something strange happened. Her stall, which had once been ignored, became the most popular in the entire market. Customers flocked to her, buying her fish in large quantities, praising its freshness and flavor. The more they bought, the more fish appeared in her baskets, as if the ocean itself was providing for her. Her business grew beyond her wildest dreams, and soon, she was known as the most successful fish seller in the village. But with her newfound success came a heavy price. The marine spirits demanded more from Mama Ada. They whispered in her dreams, calling her to make greater sacrifices to maintain her prosperity. They wanted something precious, her only son, Chima. At first, Mama Ada resisted. She loved her son deeply, but the spirits were relentless. They promised her even greater wealth, a flourishing market, and endless success if she surrendered her child to them. Torn between her love for her son and her greed, Mama Ada made the ultimate decision. One stormy night, she took Chima to the ocean's edge and offered him to the spirits. As the waves carried him away, Mama Ada's heart broke, but the spirits rewarded her with unimaginable riches. Her fish market expanded, and she became the wealthiest woman in the region. People came from far and wide to buy from her, drawn by the irresistible allure of her fresh fish. One day, a man named Ezekiel, a well-known spiritual healer with the gift of sight, visited the market. As he approached Mama Ada's stall, he saw something no one else could see, her true form. Half of her body was fish, with shimmering scales that glistened under the sunlight, while the other half remained human. Ezekiel's eyes widened as he realized the terrible secret behind her success. He confronted her in front of the entire market. "You are not who you claim to be," he shouted. "You have made a pact with dark spirits. You are no longer fully human." The market fell silent as everyone turned to stare at Mama Ada. Whispers spread like wildfire, and customers recoiled in horror as Ezekiel revealed her true nature. She sacrificed her own child for wealth. She belongs to the marine kingdom, cursed by her greed. Panic erupted in the market. Mama Ada's once loyal customers fled from her stall, screaming in fear and disgust. The other sellers, who had long been envious of her success, turned against her, chasing her out of the market. Mama Ada ran, her heart pounding with fear and shame. She fled to the ocean, where the spirits had promised her greatness. But when she called out to them, the waters remained still. The spirits, having taken all they wanted from her, had abandoned her. From that day forward, Mama Ada was never seen in the market again. Her stall was left empty, her once thriving business in ruins. The villagers spoke of her in hushed tones, warning others of the dangers of greed and the price of making deals with dark forces. And so, the tale of Mama Ada, the fishmonger who sacrificed her humanity for wealth, became a cautionary story told to generations. The villagers learned that